Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Stable video. Today we're going to be talking again about the state machine. If you missed my last video, which was literally just uploaded, then you can check it out. It's my first reaction to the new state machine and also just a little look at like whether I could really tell the difference between this little rework of the Morgan coats. But you can check that out if you want to. Today in this video we're going to be looking at some before and afters of this new state machine, seeing how it's kind of changed things, kind of looking at whether it might have an impact on dressage, and also some specific horses. I tried to do some old model horses to see what would happen, and also you guys actually found out something. The old Gen 2 quarter horses used to have a little click. You guys will see it in this video. They had a click when transitioning between their animation, and this update removed it, and that has made me so happy. We're also going to be checking out whether the Jorvik pony, this one right here, has kept their little speedy turn whilst jumping because of the new jumping kind of animation update, and just a couple of other little things like that. So without further ado, let's look at some of these state machine changes. Alright, so the first horse we are testing is the Mawari, and whilst editing these clips, I have tried to edit them right to the point where the animation starts, so hopefully they're synced at least somewhat nicely. Now, funnily enough, I didn't see a massive difference going from a walk to a gallop. I don't know if it's just how I filmed it. Maybe I didn't spam click my W enough, scroll, like I use the W and the scroll wheel to get my horse going, and I don't know, I didn't see like a massive time difference there. As for when the horse did a fast stop and how long it takes to recover, I also didn't see a massive difference there. Maybe I synced the videos wrong or something like that, because obviously for the old horse, for the old state machine, I did have to edit 2 clips together. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this breed in the comments below. And for jumping, once again, the jump heat has just changed completely. The Mawari can just jump consistently over and over again. You will see that the camera is kind of jumpy, so I really recommend that you guys go into your settings, click on the game, and you will see something called a jump camera. Turn that off. If you turn that off, then you will see in the next few videos, whenever you jump up and down, you're no longer going to be, the camera's not going to be glitching out. So that's something that I recommend for you guys. Next on the list, we have Generation 1 Aquatex. This is our Generation 1, just kind of standard horse for the video, because if you guys don't know, basically all Generation 1 horses like are the same. They're technically different breeds, but they're basically the same. Anyways, once again, I feel like honestly you can definitely tell that the new state machine moves faster, but I'm actually not entirely sure at this stage whether that little bit of speed actually makes racing faster. If we have enough time in this video, then I will compare races, because I do have old race footage as well to kind of compare. We might check that out in this video. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that, if it's not in this video. And as for the fast stop and then going again, honestly, it was completely the same as the Mawari. I don't see a big difference. On to jumping. Now, funnily enough, I thought that there would be a bigger difference in this. I feel like you could potentially get more jumps in with the new state machine because you can go faster quicker. Kind of. We're still debating that. But the new state machine managed to get 4 jumps in and a little bit of extra space. And the old state machine, it's got like 3.5 jumps in. There's technically 4 times the hooves left the ground. Unfortunately, it didn't touch the ground on the very last jump. So kind of like 3.5 jumps versus 4, which is kind of interesting to me. Maybe I wasn't spamming the space button enough. I don't know. Moving on to the Generation 2 American Quarter Horse, my babies. I love these horses. As you can tell in the old state machine, I don't know what to call it, on the old horse, that's what I'm just going to say, the old horse, quote unquote, it's very clunky between those transitions, so I'm really thankful that with this new state machine, that the animations are as flawless as they can be for a Generation 2 horse. Trust me, you guys, these horses look clunky. They look like, quote unquote, bad for today's day and age stage, but trust me, when these horses were first released, they were the jam. Moving into the jumping, I feel like the new state machine really shines through here, just because the old is very clunky and the new state machine is still a little bit clunky, but we just got to expect that with these generation 2 old horses. So yeah, next up we have the Andalusian horses, because we are going to take a quick look at just a couple of dressage moves, literally like 2. For some reason, you guys can't notice it in this video, but I feel like the Andalusian stands still differently to other horses. I just wanted to add that. Let me know whether you guys have noticed that. Anyways, literally this like walk to gallop, basically the same as everything else. Let's move into like the more interesting part. Let's look at some dressage moves. Alright, you guys, I want you to be kind to me in the comments below, because this is my first time doing dressage in literally, I think, 2 years. Over 2 years or something like that, like 2.5 years. This right here is the first dressage move that I've done that I can remember doing, and I kind of stuffed it up a little bit because you're meant to go like straight from a walk to a canter, and I didn't double tap correctly anyways. So we're going to be testing 2 moves, I believe, do not quote me on this. They are called a orbit and a triple curl, where basically they're 2 curls. The first one we're going to be doing is a walk. You curl for 1 walk, and then you immediately go to a canter for a curl. Did that make sense? What? I'm sorry, it's like 2 a.m. And the second move we're going to be doing is you do a walk curl, a trot curl, and then a canter curl. I was debating taking this out and things like that, and this is just a skill issue, as the kids said. That was so cringy, I'm so sorry. Anyways, I will probably get used to this, but I did actually struggle to kind of get my horse into a trot. Like, for some reason, if I double tapped the W key the wrong way, the horse wouldn't trot and things like that. So this is me trying to at first just get onto a line with the new state animate. It's this new state machine. Help. So I personally, as someone who has not done dressage in a long time, feel like this new state machine could actually be kind of useful in dressage, because no longer is there that slow animation between a walk to a canter for these types of moves. Let me know if you're like a professional dressage player in like style stable dressage doing competitions. Is this new update annoying? Anyways, you will actually see that at first it was actually kind of annoying, because I mean, I don't usually do dressage from this camera angle. I was trying to show it to you guys. I might have just been too close to the wall. I have bad depth perception, if you guys don't know, so I kept hitting the wall, so I kind of like went out a little bit. And then like at the beginning of this like new state machine, I struggled once again to get my horse to go smoothly from a walk to a canter. Now I did end up getting there, but I feel like you might just have to get used to it, click the keyboard in the right way. Once again, I haven't done dressage in a long time, so it might just be a me thing. On to our next horse, we have the Generation 3 Jorvik Friesian. Now, I wanted to include these horses because their animations are probably one of the most controversial in Star Stable. Oh my gosh. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That was so dramatic. I'm sorry. It's 2 a.m. What do you want me to do? Okay, so for this one, once again, I didn't see that much difference in the start to gallop. But as for the jumping, I actually found the jumping to be the most kind of similar to the old system. I guess these Friesians are clunky horses. They are heavy horses. So honestly, the jumping was pretty similar. And yeah, but side note, I actually really like the Friesian's jump. I feel like it would be so cool if in some world a horse in Star Stable could like know how tall they're supposed to jump, which isn't really possible because you can free jump horses. Like, what would it do just when you're jumping in the air? Anyways, that's a side note, but the Friesians jump so high, but I really like their jump. Anyways, that's the Friesian. On to our very last horse for the video. Our last horse for the day is, of course, the Generation 3, I think they're Generation 3, Jorvik Pony. Now, I feel like, you know, once again, the walk to a full gallop is basically, you know, I feel like they're pretty similar. There is a slight difference you can definitely tell with the new state machine. Honestly, the new state machine is kind of epic, just a little bit that I've been playing around with it. It's actually been really nice just to move really quickly with some speed. It is a little bit annoying, like even for getting the intro for this video, for some reason when I pull my horse to a halt, because there is no time between walking and backing up, I keep accidentally backing up instead of halting, so don't get too keyboard smashy, I suppose. But anyways, time for the moment of truth. I don't know how many people are here waiting for this moment. Do the Jorvik ponies still turn really quickly whilst they're jumping? Let's figure out the answer. Yes, indeed they do. Nothing much has changed with the Jorvik ponies jump, besides they can jump continuously. Well, that is the end of today's video. This video took me a lot longer to edit than I thought it was going to, because I went frame by frame through the videos to try and match up that starting animation. So if you did enjoy this video, let me know in the comments below, and also let me know if you want to see the racing comparison. Let me know in the comments below whether you guys like the new state machine. What little like fun things have you found about the state machine that you've been enjoying that you didn't even think about before? On the screen right now is going to be one of my recent Rival Stars videos. I know, not quite related to this, but recently I created my Star Stable horses in Rival Stars, and the video on the screen is actually a video about me breeding them. So it was really fun to breed a bunch of horses, to look at a bunch of folds. It was actually adorable. So if that sounds interesting to you guys, the video is on the screen right now. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all again soon. Bye!